I'm Isaiah Della Penna. I go by Zay, Tattoos by Zay on Instagram. Born, raised, bred Hawaii, Big Island of Hawaii, town called Waimea, northern side of the island. I'm of Hawaiian, Tongan, Tahitian, Filipino, white descent. A lot of mix, but a lot of Hawaiian. Majority Hawaiian for sure. So growing up, or being from Hawaii, I'm talking whether it comes with, there's a lot of cultural background in a sense of, what would you say, from the food. It could get religious, but I would say a lot of Hawaii's been intermingled and mixed with since forever, right? So it's a melting pot of cultures, right? Mm-hmm. But you'll find being in Hawaii, it's just the cultural aspect and like the family aspect is massive, So we treat literally everybody the same as if they were our family. Mm. It's kind of how we go about it in Hawaii. Being, especially when I grew up in the 90s, obviously, in Hawaii. And a lot of the takeaways that I still see myself doing is the sense of family and bringing in people into your family, even though they're not a part of your family, right? Treating them as if they were your brother or sister. And I find that myself doing that a lot, Mm-hmm. And that's just, that's the gist of Hawaii in a sense, right? That's what aloha means in general. To love, to care for, to malama. Malama is care. And that's kind of how I grew up, just with my family. Mm-hmm. I wasn't just raised by my parents. We lived right next door to my grandparents. So when my parents were at work, my grandpa would pick us up from school, bring us home, and he would he'd feed us, watch us, let us play in the yard, whatever we wanted to do. Mm-hmm. But he was just there, And what I learned from him is how he treated people. This guy would bring in strangers off the street, give him the shirt off his back kind of thing, and just bring them in, like have them live in his house. And what I learned is he taught them the word of God. Like that was his biggest thing. And his thing that growing up was just like, I grew up super religious. And my parents' teachings, my family teachings wasn't just cultural. Like I would say the more cultural end that I received as a child was more based off of how to treat people. Yeah. The family aspect, the food aspect, to share that, to gather, to create a gathering place for family to be safe, always, take care of your family, not just your initial family, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles. Somebody needed help, you show up for them, and and I feel like that stretches a lot across a lot of cultures, not just Polynesian culture or Hawaiian culture in general, right? That's just something that you do, and that's a family thing. Yeah. I think that's the thing that can be shared across vast regions of cultures. Is that aspect behind it. But you grow up like that just continue to portray that in everything you do, right? Whether it's, no matter what you do. I do it till now, Clients come, take care of them, make sure they don't have to worry about shit, Try to make the process super easy for them. You're sitting there going through pain. Last thing you want to do is worry about what you're going to eat. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot, obviously. There's a lot of ways that culture has kept and stayed strong throughout my situation. Yeah. Well, aside from just the artwork, right? Just sharing the artwork and expanding the artwork. Yeah. Like a piece like this it's an expansion piece. Mm-hmm. It's visualizing Native American motifs and correlating them and aligning them with Polynesian motifs. Yeah. Right? That's kind of what it is. Yeah. Like kind of showing the beauty that there's not that, even though we're from oceans away from each other. Yes. There's still a lot of similarities and beauty. Still a lot of similarity and beauty, for sure. There's not a specific time. So if you were to correlate it to like a specific culture, there really isn't a specific time, but there is a point where cultures and a boy becoming a man is a situation, and it's not of age. It has nothing to do with age. A young boy, 9 years old, can become a man early by his actions. And that's what was more important than his age. And all that is the three pillars you made important to you. And that was God, right? So whatever religion, whether it was a cultural religion or whether it was a Christian religion, God was first. Family and culture or village. Those were the three pillars, in a sense. The form it's an act of servitude. So to be of service to God, to be of service to your family, to be of service to your culture. When you could prove those three things, that's when it was your time to have these markings. And these markings consist of grown man shit, right? Yeah. Or female becoming a woman, but it depends what you're doing, right? If you're a farmer or a fisherman, right, you would get marks correlating and aligning to what you do as a person, right? And that was just of your service, right? And then you would also get marks of Akua, God, you know, to represent your religion, whatever it may be, right? At that point in time. But those were the thing. It was an act of servitude. Yeah. When you could be of service and prove that you were of service, that's when things would align and you would receive your tattoo, you know? But people got all kinds of markings. Hawaiian warriors, certain warriors would get markings based off of their kills. Almost like Killmonger, right? Rose is just triangle teeth and they're just black. And all that meant was a death. You know what I mean? So it depends on how you want to depict life and death, right? And that was a service, right? Yeah. Service to his king, service to the chief, service to the village. Like, I'm protector of you. This is what I'm going to wear. Or that's what was important. I'm sure on their bodies, they had somewhere that represented their family. That's what it is. I mean, we would war amongst ourselves. You know, other islands would attack other islands, you know. But that's how Hawaii became itself. You got to realize every island had its own chief. Every island wanted to dominate and power the island chain, right? Of course, they had to travel with canoes across the ocean. Not super far, but that's how Hawaii got united. Yeah. Was one chief united all the islands.
Do you know the name of that chief?
King Kamehameha. Kamehameha the Great, the first. And it was nasty, you know, there wasn't fucking butterflies and rainbows. Yeah. You know, a lot of Hawaiians died through that unification. So whether it had to happen or needed to happen, obviously it happened. The importance of all this is servitude. That's why we get tattooed. Like for me, I started to get tattooed based off of religion alone. Taking biblical scriptures, turning them to patterns, and writing them on my body. Therefore, I knew when I woke up every day how I needed to walk correctly, walk in Christ, you know what I mean? Remember what was important, to have love, joy, peace, long-suffering, temperance, kindness, goodness, meekness, faith, right? That's pretty much what my left arm is. All those 9 fruits of the Spirit down my arm in Polynesian designs. So now every time I wake up, I see this tattoo, I know what I need to do. Not that I needed that, but it's my Bible, you know, that I carry with me everywhere. Yeah. It's kind of how I looked at it.
It's awesome.
But yeah, that's my journey and how I started to, you know. Yeah. Growing up in a Christian family, obviously you're taught not to mark your body and all this stuff, but for some reason, I always found myself doodling all Polynesian patterns as a kid. That's one thing I would always draw, and I was just like, found it weird, but I was raised around having the old traditional, they call them kapa, which was that, like I was saying, it was the pounding of coconut fibers that created a whole sheet of paper. We would use as our clothes, it was our artwork, it was our mats in our house as well. So, but we had them draped on our wall, 40-foot piece just folded over a piece of wood, dangling from pretty much from the rafters. Just, you know, so I grew up with that art form in my house my whole life. Yeah. It's funny, now I'm over here tattooing those markings. Yeah. But I would say my foundation and my the reason why is literally I feel God gave me a gift, a vision to be able to talk to people, to bond with people, you know, on a deeper level than just surface, right? This is a transition of energy, per se, right? Me to you, you back to me, you know, conversation, right? There's a lot of learning that can happen here, a lot of shit can happen here, you know, through while you're getting this. So this is the full breakdown of that. Every day somebody will ask me, hey, is it all right if I get a Polynesian tattoo? I'm like, why not? I'm not doing it in a culturally sanctioned way to where you couldn't, just because it's a marking doesn't mean it's my marking. It's a shared marking. I mean, obviously there's certain families or certain markings that belong to certain families or certain cultural practices that I would never use on somebody who doesn't understand them.
Yeah.
Or is never going to experience that cultural practice. But other than that, I use more spiritually or universal patterns, right? Protection, longevity, life, rebirth, you know, all these little things, you know, that's to anybody. But the biggest thing about this, like I just said, the purpose on why we tattoo and why we get tattooed is an act of servitude. So anybody should be down for being of service. Whether I'm going to gatekeep my culture or just, you know, hold it to myself is one thing, but that's more people that will help, I can help understand on what and how important tattoos are and how important it should be to you. I mean, some people get tattoos because they look cool. That's fine. Some people just love art. That's fine too. But when you have a tattoo that you can connect with on a daily basis, I mean, I hate to say this because, you know, my tattoo is literally, I like to treat it like it's like braille to me. Whether I did a horrible job healing, but I can feel it. If I was blind, I could feel my tattoo and I could feel the patterns in my tattoo. So no matter what, it's like the book of Eli to me. You know what I mean? I can read my fucking tattoo. And that's what I love the most about it.
The story with...
And that's why I will never cover this tattoo, because of what it means to me and why I got it. You know, and when you connect yourself like that to a tattoo, you know, it's no longer just that.
Yeah.
You know? And that's why I tell people, like, it's cool to get stuff that, you know, it's a light remembrance of things, but like when your tattoo becomes your purpose or a switch for your purpose, then that's a whole nother thing. And to me, that's what tattoos should be to people, no matter what it is. I mean, I get it. You know, people are just art collectors, and I've seen some great pieces of art. I'm just like, it's amazing. But when it means more to you and means the most to you for a reason, then that's when, you know, you've made that connection and purpose with yourself. I mean, our Hawaiian culture has been completely just devastated by religion, right? By missionaries and all that stuff. And they got rid of tattooing, they banned tattooing, they banned culture as a whole almost, you know what I mean? We couldn't even speak our own language at one point. At one point, yeah, we lost our entire situation of culture and we got it back, you know, through people holding on, luckily, you know? Other cultures like Samoan tattoo has helped aid tattooing in Hawaiian tattooing as well after we lost ours. I mean, we've held archives, artifacts, all these little things that's kind of helped us along the way. A lot of elders were passing along stories, whether in photos, whether in, you know, so it kind of helped us throughout history and time to hold on to what was ours. I think that's the biggest thing is that when people are walking around lost, right, they lack purpose. They don't know their purpose. When somebody doesn't know their purpose, you know, there's a lot that's going to happen to them in their life. There's no point in being here on earth if you're not fulfilling your purpose. It's what God put us here for, wherever your God may be. You're not, believe me, you aren't here for yourself. Promise you that much. You are not here for yourself. There's a reason why you are here. Booking appointments, obviously, use my guy, AKB Future, AKB_Future. You can find it on Facebook, you can find it on Instagram. Usually he's one of the first that pops up as soon as you type in AKB.
Yeah.
I also have a booking link on my page that literally you'll answer about 7 questions. General questions: have you been tattooed by me before?
Yeah.
Where do you want the tattoo? What type of tattoo are you looking to get? You know, just real seven super general questions.
Yeah.
And then from there, you just put your info, name, number, email, right? And then submit it. And then he'll catch that submission and then get back to you.
Quick outro, man.
Yeah. Ahoy, everybody. Ahonyate. So we just got done with the tattoo sesh right here. We started at 11. What time is it right now? 7. So what is
About
that?
An hour to draw.
Yeah.
Hour and a half of drawing, and then the rest was tattooing.
Yeah, man. And so
A quick little lunch break.
yeah.
Some smoke breaks in between.
Oh yeah. So I just want to say thank you so much for this, man, and this opportunity for all this stuff. Like,
it's an honor, man. It's an honor for me as well.
Like, just interacting in your guys' energy, that all you guys here, that it's been a blessing, honestly, and just to be able to have the story with the tattoo, you know, have the feelings and energies with it. That's what I've always kind of wanted if I got a tattoo like this too. So, you know,
that's a part of our culture for sure.
Yeah.
To deliver good energy, good work. You know?
That's what it's all about, man.
One hell of an experience.
For real, dude.
We're about experiences.
So, for all the viewers out there who are going to be watching this, like, do you have any final words that you'd like to say for them? Any final teachings or anything?
Final teachings, final words. Take care of your tattoo.
Heck yeah,
I think that's the biggest thing, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to take care of than getting, I promise you. But other than that, I mean, your tattoo, I feel like Polynesian tattoos, you become your tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to look at your tattoo. The more you look into it, you're going to realize it's pretty much your life story unfolding on itself.
Yeah.
A lot of this was pretty much, I call it off the dome.
Yeah.
You know? He's literally watching me come up with patterns on the fly for this piece. And
for that, like,
it keeps it unique.
I leave it in the spirit's hand for that, you know, and then your spirit that you have too.
Believe me.
Yeah.
I'm just a vessel. Wielding the machine. That's all I am.
That's how I feel too,
I'm
man.
just a vessel, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
that's what we do here.
I'll shake your hand on this one. Your help. Thank you so much.
Glad to have done it. It's an honor.
Yeah.
Privilege of mine, you know. Experience a day with you and show you how we do things here culturally.
I'll definitely be back to get the rest of this. Sweet. Well, take care, everybody. And you guys all take care. Go on it. As a way of saying thank you for this tattoo. Traditionally, we give out kind of like an exchange like that whenever we do our traditional symbols or anything like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
It feels like everything's been coming full circle a lot lately.
Let's talk
Like,
look at the pattern.
oh yeah.
It's got like a super Tongan vibe. Crazy, right?
Yeah. I always love like how a lot of our cultures and our stories. And
very similar.
A lot of them have a lot of similarities with
But yeah, lately it's been feeling a lot more full circle here. Like we've been getting gifted things with the sessions, and like so the exchange of energy is a lot more pure that way. It's not just a transaction of money.
But no, dude, this is super dope.
Yeah, man, like
dope.
turquoise and silver are like our like major. This is one of our holy stones that we have in our tribe and everything. So silver and turquoise is like a lot of our craftsmen. They do a lot of beadwork, silversmithing, and all that stuff. So that's what we're really known for. So I want to gift you that. You know, as thanks for doing this.
It's a lot more gratifying that way. Like I said, it keeps the process pure that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Certain plants provided certain things for us, whether it was a healing situation, whether it was a form of food, whether it was a form of our shelter.
Yeah. We'll just add a sheep on here for me.
Sheep herder, huh?